I have to run your show. Donna.
So that again?
I have to check your show out.
Oh yeah, definitely come through. I just did an interview today. Just had to switch hats really fast.
Make sure you tune in to the Philosophy Show, where all you have to do is pay full attention and you just might learn something. Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Culture Shock Radio, Cuzzo FM, Tar Music, and the Tattoo Shop Radio. Remember, it still takes a village. We are Village Global Network.
Well, we've sure got big ass problems.
Yup. Can you believe these big ass prices? Doesn't bother me. I got a big ass secret.
What's your big ass secret?
Every time I fill up, I add this little gas pill and I get big ass savings.
You get big ass savings just from using that little pill.
Even with that big ass truck, And when I help other people get big ass savings, I make big ass money. So you get big ass money helping people get big ass savings with that little gas pill. You got a big ass tank?
Honey, do I have a big ass tank?
Oh, yep, you do. You definitely have a big ass tank.
Yeah, I do.
Look, this is what I got paid last week.
Wow, that is big ass money.
We're planning a vacation with our big ass savings and that big ass money.
We could use some big ass savings.
And some big ass money.
After a cap and gown, refer to y'all as his shit. Worked a gig once or twice, got hit by that forklift. Left me crippled for life with a pill habit kid. Still thanking the Lord, could have been a pot to piss. With no window, with no window. Pan rapper, trapper, cab driver, committed. CS is fuck, eons from Blake Pippin.
Sauce and the Fly Brutus. Stack Brothers presents. Yeah! Habanero double barrel popping like tea kettles. High as the neighbor, leave these niggas at sea level. Brutus touch them up, clean them up when the dust settle. Grill on chill when he reach for the ice bezel. Sauce get them tossed, laid on top of the heat. We ride fleets in these streets, niggas playing for keeps. We bring beats to the beats, making niggas retreat. The
After a cap and gown, refer to y'all as his shit. Worked a gig once or twice, got hit by that forklift. Left me crippled for life with a pill habit kid. Still thanking the Lord, could have been a pot to piss. With no window, with no window. Pan rapper, trapper, cab driver, committed. CS is fuck, eons from Blake Pippin. Sean was the homie, football WKU. Tez and Skinny heard the flow and they already knew. West Bowling Green, let me see my hood debut. What? Nigga, if you pop one, I pop two. When you on, they can tell. Yeah, they can tell. When you on, they can tell. When you on, they can tell. When you on, they can tell. When you everybody wanna fuck, who you done fuck? Was the bouncer that low? Or you simply what's up? Look at it how you wanna look at it. If at all sometime. Sorry, son of a bitch, just Charles the man. Scars on flesh is proof. Every day ain't sunny. Would be, could be. Never made honey. Talking shop at my shop. Burning pot at my spot. Praying for lost souls. And they shot at the top. Strong-handed bartender. Weak men under arrest. Standing there in hell. Can't live nor deal with themselves. Can't preach to a choir. Won't thief to acquire. Looking like a ball of certainty. Silhouette of fire. When you want, they can tell. 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 When you want, they can tell.
The suckers done sucker. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The suckers done sucker. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The suckers done sucker. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The suckers done sucker. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling.
When you want, they can tell. I ain't never seen a tiger on the
Man.
Yeah. We here, baby.
Yeah.
Drop them bombs on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, sorry for the delay. You know, some shit been happening, man. We been so much on fire. The waves been popping so good, man. It's like, it don't even matter if certain stuff happen no more. It's like you just gotta
roll with
wave. Hey, y'all need to either go outside or be quiet. We're working in here. All right, seriously, this work time. All right. So, man, we've been popping so much that we got, like, it don't matter what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's just been a good feeling. So, hey, I'm so amped right now that I'm just going off top. I'm going off script right now.
It's all good. I'm gonna ride with you, man. We're gonna off road 4x4.
If y'all been peeping in, man, y'all saw the first promo. The first promo for us getting on DuPont Network, man. Yeah.
What? The haters didn't hate it. The suckers didn't suck it. Let's get back to hustling.
All day, every day. Hey, this is the things that we work hard to do. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know, you want to get on major. You want to get on different networks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get their network on the streaming platform that they're streaming through.
Yeah.
But we're trying to start our own things, and we're trying to get with people who started their own things and be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if people peep when the podcast game actually started booming. You know what I'm saying? It actually grabbed a network share, money wise and everything, of movies, and it just grabbed a share of the income of people streaming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of entertainment.
Yeah.
It's a different type of entertainment. So, you know, you got the major people who got money who gonna automatically see it and do what they do with it. You can't stop that. But it's also and has always been an underground that has not been tapped into. And that's what we're doing. And
that's it.
Shout out to the BGN
Shout
network,
out to
man. Senior G and
Senior
Kimmy
G.
K. My
Kimmy
goodness.
K.
Hey.
Shout out to y'all, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Because
big love and respect, man.
All day, because they saw the vision, and the vision, you know, it happened just like we got our guest today. I do not want to butcher her name.
Mofo Hari.
Hey, so I'm Mofo Hari. I wasn't gonna butcher it.
Mofo Hari.
Mofo Hari. I'm with it. Just like our guest on today, we're gonna hear some gems from her. We gonna and also, what's the producer name? What's your name again, sir?
Hey, I'm Vex CMD.
Vex CMD. Hey, welcome to the Philosophy Show, man.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Y'all are on the day.
Peace.
Yeah.
Y'all are here on a very, very, very gracious day, man, because a lot of our hard work has actually came into fruition, and I feel it, and this interview is going to resemble that, goddammit.
Yeah.
And like I said, like we listen to who we have on our show, so if we can help in any type of way, and it's genuine, and people we really want to do this, then we could do it. You know, we all have resources, and we all connect. So that is the point of the Philosophy Show. We like to talk to different people and get their philosophies on how we can better ourselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So,
Absolutely.
This week, I'm going to go ahead and start off, man, and ask my brother, Daddy Rich, man. We Are the Council. It's 2 p.m.-ish in St. Louis, Missouri.
CST.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard me yelling. I was yelling at my young Prince sons back there. I got the twins in the house. Shout out to the twins.
Still teaching them, training them up.
They all, you know, they be getting excited and stuff, but ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
One day they going to be on the mic, you know? Well,
yes, sir.
So, we're going to start out with the guests because they, you know, it's been a while since we had some out-of-town guests. We love our out-of-town guests. So
love them.
All day. So we're going to start out with y'all. How have y'all weekend, how has your week been? How has that been?
Go ahead, Kev.
Good. Oh, well, I mean, me personally, I've been working. I work hard, man. My father of 4, you know, married. You know, I work hard during the week, and you know, finally I go back in tonight. You know what I mean? It's been a really lovely weekend, though. It's been nothing but sun out here up in Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Peace, Jersey. Camden, New Jersey. Camden in the house, y'all. And it's been really nice.
Okay.
It is nice out there.
Nice. All right.
I haven't had a chance to experience it yet, though, but it does look nice out there.
No doubt. Mofo Harvey, how about you? How your week been?
Well, I had 3 days off annually because I work full time, but coming back to work is, you know, is work. But then I have the show on. You know, I had the show for 4.5 hours, last 4 hours and 20 minutes. I keep putting these shows together, and they keep growing because you get all this great indie music, and you know, you don't want to throw any of them out. So I keep the shows build and build and build. So it went on to about 3:30 in the morning. So it was great. It has been
Big
great.
time.
All right. Shit.
Yeah, shout out to Radio Zero. Shout out to Radio Zero.
Shout out to Radio Zero. Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Daddy Rich, how your week been, brother?
The week just filled with a lot of emotion. You know, had some some family things, some news that I wasn't really that really didn't saturate in my spirit, you know, to this weekend. But I about to celebrate my first wedding anniversary here next weekend. Got to take my wife on a date yesterday. You know, got to see the movie The Forge. 10 out of 10. You got to go see it. You know, my character, man. It just was a great movie, man. Me and my wife got to go to a movie, eat dinner. You know, still date. You know what I'm saying? So all those new and old couples, make sure you still dating after you get married.
Talk to him, man.
Yeah.
And we gotta make a segment for us men to give advice on relationships, man. We really don't do that a lot. Well, if you consider like Charleston White and some shit, I don't consider him giving good advice, but I don't see people like us giving advice like that.
We gonna do that, man.
Yeah,
we gonna
need
do
to
that.
do that, man. Cause we love our queens, guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All day, every day. Hey, my weekend was, man. I've been like my brother said, man. I've been working hard all week, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, God, man, like I do. Of course, I do my regular job, and then I do my dream job, which is this and management. And then I also have to do, like, I've been doing Instacourt too, like right after my regular job.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I'm not complaining about that shit because, you know, I remember, like, well, I can't say I remember, but some reason I feel like, you know, back in the day, let's say the pioneer days, where you could build your own shit, build your log cabin, go back and, you know what I'm saying, dig your own shit. That was work, bro.
That was work.
Yes,
Real
sir.
work.
Yeah.
You had to work to live. Yeah. Talk to us, brother. What you say?
So they can't get no easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's more mental work, I believe. You know what I mean? Than physical work.
Oh,
you know, I think it started off with a more physical work, and you know, it seemed like the mind is more necessity than the body is. You know, I think this is why we start to take care of ourselves a lot better now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. And I enjoy working. I just
and I can agree with that.
Man, but I actually enjoy
I can second that.
Yeah. So, like when I hear people say, "Man, you got to do this, you got to do that," it's like, what you want? Like a lot of people, to me, be complaining and be straight good. Like I'm looking at them and be like, okay, well, we shouldn't have to. What you mean? That's why I asked you that question last week. You know, Dan, but the question last week was, how long do you think we supposed to work? That's why I asked that, because it's like, you know, I see people, man, I see a bum right now on the corner he's every bit of 80 and he's on the corner. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I also saw somebody every bit of 70, 80 in Snooks. You know? So you know, are we looking at these people, are we feeling bad about them, or is we like learning from them? Because it's like, maybe you don't want to stop working. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure this thing
That's a lot of hustle, though. You know what I mean? So I can imagine, you know, like if you really wanted to get a job, you know what I mean, you say, you know, screw what I'm doing here and really get up and do the job. But, you know, if you really destroyed to a point where you gotta ask day in and day out just to make change to survive, you know, that's a whole routine.
Yeah.
You know, and they gotta be tough. That's a whole hustle right there. You know what I mean?
Man.
So
I've been,
you know,
go ahead, brother. My bad. I'm excited.
yeah, that's off the grid. No, you're good, but that's off the grid life right there if you think about it. You know what I mean?
Bro. And that
in an ideal world, we could work and save some money up and then go into entrepreneurship at a later year, you know, later on in life.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it moving from there. That's the ideal world.
All day. All day. All right. Hey, let me get back. I got to pay these bills. I'm going off script. I'm so excited. Hey, hope y'all ready to open up y'all minds and ready to talk philosophies. We the council. I'm Tweezy the Don.
I'm Daddy Rich, yo.
Hey, you know we got our guest, Mofo Harry, in his bitch. Oops, sorry. I got to stop cussing. I got to stop cussing. Hey, last show we discussed entitlement. If y'all want to see that, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the Philosophy Show on Facebook and Soldierbyblood Television on YouTube. We also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Village Global Network. Download the app. And now, brand new, we'll be on the
DuPont
Network starting next Sunday.
Yes.
5 p.m., y'all.
Yeah.
So y'all be able to look at this show live on DuPont Network next week, Sunday, 5 p.m.
5
man,
p.m.
we everywhere, man. That's how we do
Let's
it.
go.
This week, we're going to talk about self-awareness. Yeah. And I'm hitting it from both sides. I'm going to hit it from what's positive about it, and then I'm going to hit it from what negative about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't really think about the negative part of being being aware of yourself.
To the point of narcissism, right?
So before we go in there, though, I want to go off the script before we go into that, y'all, because I have to address this. We don't really go into this on the Philosophy Show, but I got to go into it because Shannon Sharp, I fucked with you, bro. I fucked with him. I liked him when he was a Bronco and all that. So I followed him before he even got to be where he at right now. But I did follow him how he got here. Bro, we know you set that up, man. We know you set that up, bro. Come on, man. Like, I fuck with you, Shannon Sharp, bro. But you on some strategical shit with this one, bro. But it's kind of, I don't think you should have did it, bro.
Man, it's a lot going on, let's just say.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. I've been hearing it all week. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I normally don't even get into all that, but if it wasn't somebody that I straight kind of admired as far as how he doing the podcast and from where he came from and just being that type of person, you know, he didn't need that, man.
No.
He didn't need to do that, bro.
I don't want to have to do that to sell all my merch.
Yeah, man. And then you went straight. You know it was a setup to me. And if it wasn't a setup, it is what it is. But it was, it's because it wasn't an all-out sex tape. It's a sound tape. You the first one, you gonna put a sound tape on, bro.
Somebody called it cassette. Walls
They can hear you on IG Live. I'm like, damn. Hey, but shout out to Shannon Short, man. I think you got enough money where you can actually retire, bro. So you don't have to do all that unless you like that shit or something, man.
Oh,
you
man.
off the chain, bro.
See, that's that brown liquor.
That's that brown liquor, bro. All right, y'all. All right, let me get. I got Mofo Hari on here. Let me write down. Say your name again, brother. Hold on. I think VexCMD.
VexCMD.
VexCMD, I got you. VexCMD. All right, I'm starting with you, Mofo Hari. Mofo Hari, I'm starting with you now.
Yes,
so, self-awareness, I'm going to give the meaning that they got in the dictionary, or if you Google it. Self-awareness is knowledge and awareness of your own personality or character. I think that about sounds right. You know. The first question I'm asking is becoming more self. So I got 2 positives and 2 negatives. Well, I'm gonna start with the positives. That's what I'm gonna say. It say becoming more self-aware can help you proactively manage your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors rather than allowing them to manage you. What do you think about that?
You want me to give 2 positives and 2 negatives? Is that what you're saying?
No, well, you can, but no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm asking you, what do you think about that right there? What I just asked. What I just said.
I think that's important. On the positive side of things, one thing, because with music, it's kind of therapeutic for me to be able to express your inner self. Getting in tune with who you are. I do meditate as well, and I think it's a lifetime process of really knowing yourself well, and that part of it is really important in helping you to grow and become the best that you can be.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, VexCMD, how about you? What you think about that?
I think the way you described it earlier was pretty spot on. Especially getting yourself back into line. You know what I mean, like mentally and basically knowing your place as to, like you said, controlling your own mind and not being so easily distracted, because there's nothing but distraction around you. Basically giving you the tools to destroy you. If you don't, if you're not paying attention to your, to what you're supposed to be paying attention to, you'll pick up those distractions easily. That's my opinion. You know what I mean?
Oh, dang.
So yeah, and so knowing yourself and getting yourself in line and manifesting better and knowing what your purpose is, you start to receive a lot more self. You're more aware of yourself around that time. You know what your purpose is, and you're in line. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion.
Okay, all right. That sound. I like that. I like that. Daddy Rich.
Man, I think we should start to practice that daily. Because just coming out your house, we all got families, we all got jobs, but being self-aware of who you are sets the pace for all that.
Yes, sir.
We're natural born leaders. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to practice that every day. And I think the outcomes of what we're looking for will change and be better.
Oh, dang. Okay. All right, y'all hitting that shit, man. Y'all hitting that. I'm gonna hit it from another angle. Because when I heard that, I heard proactively managing your thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Do you think so? Let's talk about it if it was for somebody who, how can I, because I don't want to be somebody who's not morally right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with that, like, how does that help them out? Is that how can I say it? Because I don't want to say, is it fair? Is that like the self-awareness? Let's just say, I'll give an example. This is an example that I've been in. You get in a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you pretty much bit off more than you can chew. You know what I'm saying? So how would somebody with self-awareness approach that? Those are the type of questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you not get in that type of situation again? You know what I'm saying? And also exit it without feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get in those situations and then don't know how to act when they finally see that, or they get aware that they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So those are the type of questions and those are the type of angles that I be wanting to go with when it comes to self-awareness, because like I be hearing people giving me excuses for certain things. It's like, bro, or queen, I don't need your excuse. Just don't do this no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me that you're going to do something that you're not going to do or you can't do. I don't care about the excuses because that ain't going to help me in the long run.
And that's a person who's not self-aware of their limits, their strengths and weaknesses. You know, and that goes back to what I was saying from the first. We have to start to practice this daily.
All day.
And maybe, just maybe, we can avoid those type of situations that you're talking about. Like, oh man, I done bit off too much more. I can't come through with that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, snowball effect. Now your word ain't worth nothing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You don't have to do that.
Mm-mm.
You know, a lot of us, I believe this, and I don't know. We can all figure it out if we get all in a, you know, if we doing what we do, you can see who doing what we supposed to do. Everybody's not meant to do the same shit.
No.
You know, that's just not, you know, that's not even normal. You have to have different trades. You have to do, you know what I'm saying? We can all do music, but we ain't all going to sound alike.
No. Definitely. Well, we shouldn't.
We shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully not, right?
Yeah. Straight up, man.
So, all I'm saying to some people, man, be aware of, like Daddy Rich said, of your weakness. Everybody have a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can turn them weaknesses into strength sometimes when you know that that's your weakness.
Yeah. Gotta identify.
You gotta identify it, and then always nurture your strengths. Always nurture them. Always nurture them. I got another one. I'm gonna start with you, Daddy Rich. The consciousness of your own actions and feelings will help you better understand others and develop healthier relationships. Do you think that's true?
Yeah. This year I've been talking all about preserving relationships.
Yeah.
You know, we need to start focusing in on the parts we play. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, more focus to the part that you want to play.
Yes, sir.
You know, cause I was telling you, I seen the movie Forge, and a part in there, a man asked a young guy, "What type of man do you want to be?" And that stuck with me most from that movie. Like, wow. And then it gives you another thought, like, am I actually walking in that of what I want to be? You know what I'm saying? The type of man I want to be. So, yeah, we got to be, I could say I believe that.
Okay. All right, I'm with that. Vex CMD.
Okay.
Do you think having self-awareness helps you better understand others and develop great relationships or better relationships?
I would say yeah, because I think having self-awareness makes you more adaptable, maybe. You're more maybe more empathetic. So you understand where people are coming from, especially these day and age. A lot of different people you're meeting in different levels of consciousness or different levels of understanding. You know what I mean? Some people need to be taken care of. Some people don't.
True.
Understanding where they come from, I think it builds a better relationship because, like I said, it builds more empathy. You know what I mean? And I think that does come with, being, aware of yourself. If you're aware of yourself, you're aware of things around you. When you're around, you're aware of things around you. You're more you have to get more adaptive. You know what I mean? You can adapt more to your environment, to, people around you.
All day. When you say that, man, Benjamin Franklin come to my mind when you say more adaptive, because I had to look him up because he's one person that's on money that's not a president. He's one of the I think it's one more though. I think it's somebody else on there, but I could be wrong. But I had to look him up and be like, what did he do? Like, how did he get on this $100 bill? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we all asked ourselves some questions online. I'm just like, what do you got to do to get yourself printed? You know what I mean? That everybody ain't saying, everybody else ain't been doing, but
right.
There's always, the rabbit hole always gets deep. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
There's always something.
That's wild. But when I read his biography, and I just peeped like how much stuff he did, from inventing, from being a patent and being a diplomat, and I'm like, man, how he do all that shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like reading, I'm just like, man, how he do all this? And then he went,
right.
He went from 70 something, and just was in different countries and making
right, riding on horses and stuff, doing all that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, just to be able to accomplish that type of stuff, man, that amazed me. That made me be like, damn, that's how do you do that? But I'm peeping how you do it. You have to be blessed. You have to know your blessings. You have to know who you are. You have to have that self-awareness to know who you are, bro.
That's it.
To do that, so with that being said, man, because I want to get into this interview with y'all. I want to get to Mofo Hari. I'm going to go with you with this. Do you think too much self-awareness and self-reflection could lead to, like, undoubted? Yeah. Look like they burnt out. All right, call back. Daddy Rich, I'm going to go with you, bro.
You say too much self-awareness. Like, man, I believe it can lead to, like, overthinking. You know, questioning what you do know, what you are self-aware of. You know what I'm saying? I think it can lead to a lot of overthinking.
Go ahead and talk a little bit. Okay. They coming in.
Okay.
All right. It started raining. I'm like, y'all can come in but be quiet. All right.
Yeah.
But you say a little, so it can.
Yeah, it can lead to overthinking.
Okay.
You know, if you are aware, like we were saying, of your strengths and weaknesses, but too much self-awareness will start to get you to think them strengths or weaknesses and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, wait a minute.
Like,
yeah.
Somebody put, like,
normally you
like,
just step up there and hit that. You know what I'm saying? But now you like, oh, man, you know, certain situations have led to you overthinking. I think too much self-awareness can lead to overthinking.
All day. Y'all back?
Yeah. Must got disconnected.
Yeah, we heard the line drop. But back to you, Mofo Hari.
Yes.
I was asking the question: do you think too much self-reflection can fuel self-doubt and insecurity?
Yeah, I mean there is such a thing as too much thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it can pretty much. I was listening to the other question. I was thinking it's good to have boundaries, you know, and knowing your self-value. But if you get too internalized with it, you got to get external. You got to see people. Got to you know, see other points of view, and you know, embrace everything around you. But yeah, too much reflection, too much is harmful to your mental health.
No doubt. I like that. Everything comes in your own individual balance, and hopefully the blessing is you find that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that was my biggest weakness, overthinking.
Yeah.
Me too. I do that.
Yeah, especially
I'm working on it.
The music and career choices.
Yeah.
I think it was overthinking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. If not, listen, there's room for overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but don't make it always about yourself. It got to be outside toward a bigger goal, I believe.
Yeah.
You know. All right. With that being said, I want to give y'all this quote, and then I want to get into this interview because I was supposed to do it beforehand, but I'm so dang excited right now. I'm just going off the charts right now. This is a quote by Aristotle. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom.
I love it.
So simple. So true.
Wow. So simple, yet so true, man.
So simple.
Wow.
You know, I was having a hard time, man. Like, you know, when I, you know how I know when I'm in a fucked up in a messed up situation.
Go ahead.
When I start blaming other people. Because when it all comes down, it's me. Period. So it's me dealing or whatever. However you want to say it, because I don't be wanting to say people are wrong or this and all that. But you have to be truthful with yourself in your situation.
Man.
You know, so when I start like, oh man, they didn't come through and or whatever, that's when I know I'm in a bad situation. That means I need to switch some things up. I need to figure out a better way to do something. You know what I'm saying? So once I start blaming people, that's when I know I'm in a messed up situation. And it's me, not nobody else.
You know how much self-awareness has to happen
Getting
for
away
that
from it too helps.
to self-reflect and show that type of growth, man. Bro, that's big, man. I applaud you for that.
Hey, I appreciate it. Mofo Harry, what you say?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I apologize.
No, you fine.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking, sometimes for me, I need to get away from it all and go. I have a favorite spot by the river. I go and just sit and just breathe the air and just get away from it all.
No doubt. No doubt. I like that. I'm trying to get to that where I can get away from. I'm working too much, man. I'm trying. I need it. I need it in my life.
Self-care moment.
For real. All right, let's start with this interview with our people, Mofo Hari and Vex CMD. So Mofo Hari, I heard, I read about you and it said you've been a poet, and I will hope that you can bless us with some poetry today. Because we love our poets.
Oh yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ray Lay Down the Truth, Cash Raw, Izzy, I'm stepping into the game, Rod Rico. Them some of our poets that's down here with us that we mess with them. We love our poets. So it's all love knowing that you do and that you've done poetry.
Yeah.
All right. So, talk to us about your time in the UK.
I went from America to UK when I was 19 years old. And I adapted to the way of life there. It's a really different way of living in the UK. And it wasn't until I had my daughter over there. So around 2002, 2003, I started recording on a Tascam 4-track over there with my poetry, because I've written poetry most of my life. But I never really laid it down. I played my acoustic guitar and wrote songs to it, but I never recorded anything until I had my daughter when I was 24, and started recording randomly on a 4-track Tascam cassette player. That's going back, right? That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's analog.
And then shortly after that, there was SoundClick over there. I got into SoundClick, and I met people working. They were in New Jersey. I was working, with my music in the UK. We started making music together. From there to here, from there to here, and I never looked back. My life changed so completely, and that brings Kevin, or excuse me, scratch that. Heck, you were there before I was.
Yeah, this is when we met up. A good friend of mine, Chris. Shout out to Chris Mo. I met Donna through him, and several interviews with their show that's still running through Mofo Hari today, Radio Zero. And we've I've known her ever since, and she's very talented. She's very, very sweet. Just as sweet as she sounds, she's that's how she is. And we share some musical interests, and decided to collab, several times.
Okay.
That's how it works out. All
right, man.
All right. So, man, we got it going on. Talk to us more about Radio Zero.
Okay, yeah, no, that there's a journey there, because when I first came over here in 2009 to make music with mad people, the first thing that happened was, well, other than the fact that my daughter and I became homeless, so we really had some struggles, right? I saw an ad in the paper while I was in, the halfway housing, the transitional housing, and it said, have your own show on radio, AM radio. So even though I was in transitional housing, I went and laid some money down. We created the Chris Morrell Experience. They asked me the name of the show.
Wow.
And I said, I have no clue, because I just said the first thing that came to the top of my head, the Chris Morrell Experience. Like, Chris Morrell is who Beck was speaking about, that we met each other through. Okay. So we had this Chris Morrell Experience on AM radio for years. When that show ended, I didn't want it to end, so I picked up with Radio Zero, created that show. I've been going since 2012.
Nice.
Till now with Radio Zero, and I've been blessed to interview quite a few of our godfathers, and it's just been a real beautiful journey of myself helping me to grow, because I didn't actually fall in love with hip hop until around 2002, 3, when I first met my people. So I had a huge learning curve, and it's been a beautiful journey for me. I mean, I've spoken with Curtis Blow, Melly Mel and Scorpio, Keith Murray, Paul Perry, some of the greats that have. It's been an amazing journey.
All right, because I was going to ask you, I had to get in. You say 2003, so talk to me about your favorites.
Oh, I first fell in love with Nas. He was the first one that really hit me with his lyricism and his flow. And that was more like 2004. I was going back too far, but around 2004, 2005, I really started to listen, because I've been into poetry all my life, but starting to hear what the culture of hip hop was all about, and the music of hip hop, and the graffiti, and the b-boying and b-girling, all of that stuff. I just felt, and the more I learned, the more I fell in love with it, right? The culture. And so that I started with, like, Nas and Melly Mel and Scorpio, the Furious Five, and all of the greats from the old days. I just started exploring. I felt like Chris used to joke and call me Helen Keller, because I was like a blind person, just like, show me this, show me that. I wanted to learn.
Man, we had one of the hip hop pioneers in here from who we have?
DJ Crush.
Yeah, DJ Crush here. We had him actually here in studio, and it was a blessing.
Oh man.
So hey, you talking some good
DJ
people.
Tony Crush.
What about you, Beck CMD? When did you fall in love with hip hop? Or are you in love with hip hop? I mean,
I think ever since hearing EPMD and De La Soul around the 80s, once they started dropping, I definitely wanted more of it, because I'm more into R&B. Okay. But listening and following my older sisters, they love hip hop too. So whatever they was listening to, I was listening to as well.
No doubt. Okay. All right.
I want to mention something about Vec's production.
Yes, please.
Vec, you have produced some of my favorite tracks from my people from way back in the day. I still listen, I still play them on the show, but your production and your contributions over the years has been incredible.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Because we were taking sound into like different directions, based off what we knew we heard as a unit. It was a lot of fun, a lot of learning in between the 3-4 of us. You know what I mean? So I think this is how we know what we want to hear. When it comes to music, and we really kind of sink into it, and plan it out a lot more smoother. And put our minds into it, and spirit into it. And I think, a lot of that is missing into creating, good music these days. You know what I mean? It's just more of what you would not want to happen versus something what you would love to happen, which is like ironic. The episode was about situations, getting yourself in situations, and this is what the song was pretty much trying to get yourself to avoid, trying to get yourself into a better mode and understand what's right and what's wrong, and you want to make your relationship with yourself and people around you secure. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like, making a song about love is something important because, people don't pay that any mind anymore. You know what I mean? What I think. You know what I mean? You can turn the TV on and, I'm just like, whether it's a joke or not, people's like, like kicking each other ass, you know what I mean? Verbally or physically, you know what I mean? And, whether it's a cartoon and, it's not like how it used to be. So, so I think about stuff like that, and when I want to put music together, and put out something that will make you actually think. You know what I mean? You think before you make a negative choice, a self-sabotaging decision. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So man, so talk about some of the projects you've done before. Who have you worked with?
Well, usually when I can find the time out, usually the people around me, starting from the beginning, between Donna and Chris Morale, I produced a lot of different songs for the two of them. A lot of those are on SoundCloud. You can go to SoundCloud under Vexnarez, VEKSNAREZ. A lot of my the stuff that we've done together are on that page, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You can check them out there too.
All right, cool. I think y'all mentioned this person, but talk about Chuck Platinum.
Oh yeah.
Give us a little.
I work with him. Well, I've made a song with him, but we are planning to make some more in the future. But I'm kind of his promo, his media. I kind of spread the word around a little bit for Chuck. Yeah. Okay. He's a producer and an artist, and he's an entrepreneur. He does a lot of things out there.
Okay. All right, man. So this the part that I'm excited about. I heard the song. I like it. Talk to us about Teach Me.
Yes. We both of us believe that there's so much blatant sexuality out there that they don't touch. I think you started to mention on that earlier, that we wanted to look at the spiritual side of love, the knowing ourselves so that we can connect better with each other, as a couple. Not us. I mean, he's married, but you know what I'm saying. It's a very spiritual experience. Right. And I think it's really important to look at it. Kind of, I was going to say the word teach me, but spread the word that it's okay to have that spiritual side. You don't have to go testing every flower. You don't have to be, trying out different people until you get it right. It's that's not what it's about. It's really who you fully connect with.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Talk to him, man.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's what I'm talking about, man. How about you, Vex MD? How you feel about the project?
I mean, it's I would say it's based on a true story. You know what I mean? I pick up different stories from different people, from personal experiences. A lot of people need to learn what love really is. You know what I mean? And not just the idea or just adopting a feeling, off of someone else. Basically, is the absence of not knowing exactly what love is. You know what I mean? Some people will literally manipulate you, these days to make you feel like that, you are, that you're loved or you make you feel loved. and you want to stop and not and be honest with yourself. Be honest, and if you want to love someone. You know what I mean. If you don't, then don't waste your time or no one else's time. You know what I mean. So if this person's been loyal to you, since day one, and been very patient with you, then you want to take a lesson from that person. Then you know what I mean, because it takes patience. You know what I mean? Some people ain't gonna tell ain't gonna put up with nobody's shit these days. You know what I mean? Like you get busted out there, you lose everything. You know what I mean? So for a person to be grateful, in your current position, and take care of business and love one another. Love that person that's loving you, patiently and unconditionally. So sit down and take the lesson and teach me how to love. You want to be taught, so you teach me how to love for real, like how you're doing that, how you're showing me. You know what I mean? I think it's a gift, worth giving to somebody, and keeping yourself 100, keep yourself solid.
All day, bro. Yeah.
So that's what helped me write that song, and invited Miss Mo Fahari to because she loves to sing, and I wanted to put her voice to the test, and it definitely put mine to the test, and it was a lot of fun. And she could relate on a lot of things that was said as well. That's what made it flow the way it did.
Okay. All right. Hey, that was deep. That was super deep, and I like how y'all explained that, man. That's beautiful. That is needed. Man, I'm so happy to have y'all on the show today. For real.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, we about to go to the track "Teach Me" by Beck CMD and Mofo Hari, and we'll be right back after these messages.
It's the philosophy with the council.
open hand, teach me how to love. Da, 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 da. Teach me how to love. We gotta learn, yeah. Da, 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 Teach me how to love. Whoa. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, it put me back in the mindset. It sounded like some Boys to Men.
All right.
Man, they had straight had that vibe. I was like, that YA now? Man, I like that, man.
Much
Great
thanks, brother.
vibe,
Thank
great
you.
vibe, y'all. We appreciate
It's a
that.
different. I had to learn. He's teaching me a different way of singing because I have a different style, and he's got that flexibility that I aspire to. You know, and he was working with me on some of those things. Some of those things that just went over and over until I got it. But you know, it's a whole different style for me, and I loved it. I really loved it.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that catchy part. That's that part that's gonna stick with you for a little bit.
Every song got that sweet spot. Y'all captured it, man.
I love
That's what we look for. You know, we you know, we put love into the song. You know what I mean? Like I said, something that seemed like there's been absent lately. You know, we wanted to have fun and, you know, not be stuck in like the confines of what people expect. You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, we just kind of just put, you know, our minds together and, you know, just have fun on there. And that's exactly what, you know, what I can tell.
all day. Y'all
Right.
did y'all thing, and we appreciate y'all letting us play it on the philosophy.
Appreciate
show.
the spin, for sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
No doubt. Hey, we about to get to this segment called Straight Out the Book by my boy Daddy Rich. He about to give us the word. Talk to us,
All
man.
right. Happy Sunday to everybody. This segment is called Straight Out the Book. I'm your man, Daddy Rich. Today I have Matthew 7:1-2, and it reads as thus: Judge not, that you be not judged. For with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you.
Yes.
Talk to him.
And I chose that particular verse because it's a lot of that going on nowadays. But when my Lord and Savior judges us, it's done with grace and it's done with mercy, and that's what we need to show to each other.
Oh, dang, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. A little bit what I heard from that, because I straight feel that that verse, man. For the reason is, that's why, you know, if you're gonna judge somebody, just make sure you're ready for the judgment when it's your turn.
Oh yeah,
because it's gonna be your turn.
It says
Yeah,
the
humble
measure
yourself,
that
man.
you use will be measured to you.
Yeah.
You know, so let's try to put a little grace and mercy on it, man.
All day. We love it, man. All right. Hold on, let me get us right, because this is the time where, you know, hold on, let me see where we at. Bow. Boom, bing, bang. There we go. All right. Now, this is the part where we get into a little politics. All right. We got enough time. Time is going pretty good. You know, I don't know how everybody else feel about the elections that's coming on in November, but I believe when we start about 3 months ago maybe that we start talking more about politics because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was getting afraid, you know, that we were about to lose democracy. I'm just being honest because you know, you can be out of tune and in tune, woke, unwoke, whatever you want to say. Yes, the way we get down here as far as this country, I ain't talking about no other country, and I've been to other countries. I know, you know, I'm a military service. I done been at war, you know what I'm saying? I've been in these situations. So when I think about where we at and then my spiritual thought about where we at, you know, I believe that we are blessed, period, point blank. Regardless of what anybody say, you are blessed. Now, if these certain rights get taken away from you, which we have seen, if you want to talk about that, but I'm just trying to edge it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get fully into that. But if you want certain rights taken away from you, you know, instead of people getting more rights, because regardless of what's going on here in America, it's better to have more rights than get rights taken away. That's just real. You know, that's just part of the American experience. If you are somebody who look like me and heard about your ancestors, you know where you think you know where you come from, or you know where you come from. If that's true or anything and where we at now, you can see that it's not like that no more. If you thinking, if your mind is open. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to be 100. It's never going to be perfect. You can have perfect times, but it's never going to stay perfect. And I don't know if people are thinking that's what they going to have forever, but, well, maybe when you leave this earth, it might be perfect. But I've known living on this earth right now, nothing have been perfect forever. Nothing. So that's how I think about these elections today. If I didn't hear dictator, or if I didn't hear these type of things, I wouldn't trip off of it. But once I hear it, and once I see certain things in a elective official, you know what I'm saying? Once I see that, then I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? If I hear certain things, I can't ignore that. Now, I could not care too. You know, I could not give a damn. I could not really care. You know what I'm saying? But it's something in me that makes me care. I can't say I don't know why. I do know why. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that makes me care. And that's why we're going to start this off with what everybody, you know, first of all, I want to talk to you real quick, Daddy Rich, before we get into this one.
Okay.
Did you watch the debate?
You know I did. I told you I was going to shut the house down, right? I successfully shut my house down. Me, my wife, and our dog was watching.
All right. So, I was Instacourting. And, like, soon as I straightened I'm so retarded. I knew it was coming, but it kind of slipped my mind that it was on that day. So I got on it, you know, I got on YouTube and watched that motherfucker when I got off Instacourt, because I on Instacourt all night. I kind of go to like 7 or 8. So, bam, I'm like looking at it, and I was at a restaurant eating, because I ain't ate all that day, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at the restaurant eating and looking at it, and it's on the screen too. So, bro, I'm gonna say it like this. Shout out to Kamala. Shout out to Kamala. Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you.
I knew she was gonna pet that pimple a little bit.
I'm gonna say it like this. I mess with my boy Biden. You know what I'm saying? Biden, thank you, bro. thank you for being a grown. And my thing is, you're 80-something years old, so you wise. So I understood that you had to stand your ground for the media, but I appreciated that you did what you did
gracefully
for the betterment of this election, because if she wouldn't, man, she killed him.
She got him.
And my thing is, to me, it made him look paranoid, made him look like a liar, which he, if you depending on where you're at, and then make you look like a hypocrite. You talking about crime rising when you a criminal. Wow. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna go ahead and go to this, let y'all listen to what I got out of this a little bit. If you didn't see the debate, it's just a little bit. I just took a little core of it, some of the stuff that I liked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So here we go.
I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies. What you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom.
She can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. In
talking about checkers, seasoned fries.
Dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
You talk about extreme.
Crime here is up and through the roof. Despite their fraudulent statements that they made, crime in this country is through the roof.
Well, I think this is so rich, coming from someone who has been prosecuted for national security crimes, economic crimes, election interference, has been found liable for sexual assault, and his next big court appearance is in November at his own criminal sentencing. The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times.
Well, first of all, I wasn't given $400 million. I wish I was. I know Zelensky very well, and I know Putin very well.
$3.99.
I have a good relationship, and they respect your president. Okay, they respect me. They don't respect Biden. How would you respect him?
It's important to remind the former president, you're not running against Joe Biden, you're running against me. I believe the reason that Donald Trump says that this war would be over within 24 hours is because he would just give it up for the sake of favor and what you think is a friendship with what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch.
Yeah. When she said that, boy, I was like,
whoa.
She ain't giving this dude no slack.
And it was said and very well articulated with class.
Bro, she went to him and gave him a handshake because he wasn't gonna.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Man.
Because you asked me, was I watching? I was watching everything.
Man.
I did not like the way he tried to avoid her.
Yeah.
She came around front side of her podium, where he should then have went around front side of his podium.
Real talk.
And humbled himself.
Yes, sir.
But he tried to duck and dodge and go behind his podium. She had to go behind his podium, reach out, shake his hand, and introduce herself. It was, it's. We have to learn to capture. Well, I'm sorry. He has to learn to capture the moment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, in order to be taken serious, he had to capture that moment, and he failed from jump with that.
Yeah. And people don't. So, I ran into a lot of people, and I understand every angle of. I got the people who don't really mess with the government because they. Whatever their reasons is, I believe their reason is they're stuck in a time where it's not even like that no more. Sorry. I get it. I get the PTSD part of it, but it's not like that no more. And my thing is, show me that it ain't like that no more. I mean, or show me that it's like that. Because I don't see it like that. I don't see nobody oppressing me. I don't. Now, as far as If we talking about food and poison and all that shit, we're still eating the shit. We letting them do it. That's more important to me than some of the stuff that people are talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody, I don't feel oppressed. I just don't. As far as working to get mine, I think that's what we should do. However that needs to be done. Period.
Don't eat.
If you don't, it's people that's living good, bro. I see them. So, you know, you can't fool me with people eating cats. Come on, bro. That's the Chinese shit that people used to say back when. That's what, he done took a racist thing that people used to say about Asians and now put it to Haitians. Come on, man.
He said the immigrants are eating the pets of the people in Ohio.
I'm still trying to figure
That's
out
extreme.
What does that has to do with president? What does that have to do with your policies?
Still don't know what they are. We do, but we don't.
I'm trying to hear what was in that whole thing, and my thing is, to me, this is my personal opinion, I believe Trump then took politics so far down that it's not about the policies no more. It's about scaring people and saying the most ridiculous things that can come out your mouth to keep you in the news cycle.
Fear-mongering.
And that's retarded. That's the highest, unless y'all be, as far as this country, I ain't talking about spiritually, because there's nothing nowhere near the highest of nothing. As far as this land where we staying at, paying our taxes in, that's supposed to be the highest of the land. That debate.
Yeah.
I wasn't, and this is taking nothing from Kamala. I give her props. She tried and she did what she was supposed to do. But that was the worst informational debate I've ever heard in my whole life.
Yeah.
If you're going to lie to me, lie about something you're going to do for us.
Yeah.
At least do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is and my thing is, this is off of what I got from the debate. Like, I did hear her policies. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I heard some of her policies, but they didn't even get into them enough to explain how that's going to help or how that's going to work. And all he was doing was lying the whole time, man. That is not how a debate's supposed to go, and these people are straight voting on who won. It should not be a debate on who won. You know who won. Why y'all ain't tripping off these lies? Why aren't you tripping off this dude lying?
Straight lying.
I'm not getting
all night long.
I'm not getting this.
I didn't see him answer a question directly the whole night. It all went back to the border and immigration, even if that wasn't even the question.
And with that, and I'm just being real, you the one who told the speaker to kill this bill, the Republicans to kill the bill to make this happen, and it was honestly said by you, bro. You said it wouldn't help you in the politics if this went through. You said it. I'm trying to figure this out.
He said.
I'm just trying to figure this out, bro. It's figured out, but I'm just trying to figure this out. What was that? Like, I see the polls, 60% she won, 40% he won. 40%? Wow!
That's being kind.
God! But that lets you know what's going on, dude. Yeah. I done seen a Trump banner up at one of these businesses in the hood. I'm like, whoa. Like, it's not, like, the worse it get, the worse it get.
The worse it get.
We have a president we had a president and a former president running for president that is a criminal.
Ain't no getting around
liable
that.
For sexual assault. And people just looking over that like it's nada. Trump University, y'all don't remember that story? God, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know, bro. But with that being said, unless y'all got something y'all want to jump in on, we about to go to the next clip. Where y'all at? Vex CMD. Y'all still on, ain't y'all?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay, all right.
Just listening.
All right, cool. All right, I know it get passionate, man. So I'm finna go to this next one, and it is called Trump lying. Shit.
Through his teeth.
God damn it.
Your reaction tonight in the wake of the debate talking point last night about Springfield, Ohio, which we should say right off the bat is not supported by any evidence that we or really anyone's been able to find.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I was talking about black people, Haitian migrants. And yes, that actually happened last time in the presidential debate. The former president amplifying the claim, going around and right in the media. He's also been citing the death of an 11-year-old Springfield boy last year. A Haitian driver now in prison hit the school bus he was riding in. Here's what the father, Nathan, said last night at a public meeting.
They've spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This needs to stop now. They can vomit all the hate they want about illegal immigrants, the border crisis, and even untrue claims about fluffy pets being ravaged and eaten by community members. However, they are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio.
From conspiracy theories to exaggerated claims, fact checkers kept busy during Tuesday night's debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Donald Trump's claim about the rate of violent crime across the country, especially crime involving migrants. Let's watch.
Sure, Willie.
Despite their fraudulent statements that they made, crime in this country is through the roof. And we have a new form of crime. It's called migrant crime.
All right, Steve, so what's the reality there?
So the reality there, and we've talked about this before, for some reason Donald Trump can't process the actual numbers. He prefers to deal in his alternate reality. But the reality is, in fact, that violent crime has dropped 26% under the Biden-Harris administration. It has gone from 398 per 100,000 people to 294 per 100,000 people. This is an annualized figure, so it's a very significant drop this year in particular. And under the Trump administration, violent crime was effectively flat, went up a little bit. That was COVID, in fairness, but basically no progress. Huge progress under Biden in violent crime. Now, one of the things that the former president, the other guy, would like us all to think is that all this violent crime, however much there is being committed by immigrants. And we've talked about this before also, and it doesn't seem to have penetrated either. But the fact is that when you look at who commits violent crimes, it is disproportionately native-born Americans, not immigrants. So this is the rate of crime produced by native-born Americans, this is by legal immigrants, and this is by undocumented immigrants. And if you look at property crime, if you look at drug violations, you're going to find the same thing. And it's not that crazy to think about. If you come here and you're an undocumented immigrant, you don't want to be sent back. So you are much more likely to be a law-abiding citizen. And documented immigrants are very happy to be here. They don't want to commit crimes. And so the high crime rates are really among native-born Americans, and they've been going down. And this is utterly contrary to what Donald Trump said.
Yeah, another obvious lie. And an obvious lie that people like Neil Cavuto and commentators on CNBC, a lot of business people that even support Donald Trump, tell you is a lie, is the claim that tariffs won't raise prices. Let's take a look at that lie.
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have, and who's going to have higher prices, is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years.
Well, what are the facts? All right. What are the facts? What are the facts?
Joe, it's amusing to me, as an economics guy, that trade and tariffs have not been this much of an issue. I think since the days of Grover Cleveland and Benjamin Harrison when they thought about tariffs. But every American now has heard a lot about tariffs. So let's talk about the reality of tariffs. Trump says China's going to pay the tariffs or whatever country the goods are coming from. That is utterly false. First of all, tariffs are paid by the companies that bring the goods into the country, not by some other foreign country. What do those companies do when they're paying tariffs? They raise their prices. So here's a real-life example of what can happen. These are laundry machine prices. If Trump imposed tariffs on them back in 2018, prices immediately, or over a period of time, went up $200. That was faster than the increase in the rate of inflation. Biden allowed those tariffs to expire. Prices went down $75, and all in all, the price of laundry machines has now increased by less than the overall inflation rate. So you can see a live example. If you put tariffs on, prices go up. You take them off, prices go down. Their sales tax, their national sales tax, just as Kamala Harris said, they're paid by the consumer. So let's see what the consumer is paying. There are various estimates around of what the Trump tariffs would cost. He's talking about 20% on everything, 60% on what comes in from China. There are estimates that it will cost somewhere between $2,600 and $4,000 a year per family, but that is not equally distributed. Taxes are regressive. People at the lower end pay a higher share of their income, just like they do in sales tax, in tariffs. And you can see the impact here. If you're at the bottom, the Trump tariffs would cost you 6.3% of your income, of your after-tax income. If you're at the top, it would only cost you 2.9% of your after-tax income. So we are, in effect, and it's not huge numbers, we are making the wealthier wealthier and the poor poorer when we put taxes on, as well as burdening the whole society with anywhere up to $4,000 of additional cost per family.
All right, so this is my thing with that. I know that was a lot to ingest if you tripping off the issues for real. Now, if you just in here for fucking, oh, my bad, excuse my French. If you are just here for politics at bay, like just the excitement of it or the blah, 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 the reality show type stuff, then okay. But when these let me just give you, I'm going to give you a story real quick. All right? Now, everybody remember Bush, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? The last Bush.
Yep.
Y'all remember that. What happened during his presidency? Like, as far as economic, because I trip off the economic stuff more than anything. It was a crash. We went into some type of depression or something like that. Who inherited that?
Obama.
Barack. Okay? Y'all following me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we went from a Republican who is Bush to Barack, who is a Democrat. What happened under him? What did y'all finally, as far as us living and knowing what we did, what started popping when what we did when Barack get in? What did we get that we never heard of before? Come on, come on, stimulus checks. Remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barack did that. So what did he do? And like, go back and look at what Barack did with the economy in them 8 years. Okay? He did his thing. He got it back right. And what is he again? He's a Democrat, right? He's a Democrat. Okay. Now, who got in after him? Trump. What happened under Trump? COVID. Okay. What happened also with COVID? A crash. Another crash. He's a Republican, right? Let me put that in. Another Republican, right? Okay. All right, then who came in after him? Biden. Now, people are still complaining and things are, it's definitely not 100, but y'all don't never trip off what Trump did to create what Biden, he didn't get 8 years like Barack did. Barack got us back right to hand Trump them this beautiful economic thing that we had. I'm going to give Barack his props. He did what he was supposed to do for the economy. Now, we can talk about the other policies and all that. That's what America is about right now. If you don't know that, if you can't be around different people, you don't need to be in America. Sorry, this is not where you need to be. You need to leave.
Right.
But as far as the economy, he did something about that. That health care, the Affordable Care Act, that did something.
Oh, yeah.
That helped people out. That was real things that he did that these politicians are, well, I ain't going to say they're not giving him credit because they know they are giving him credit, but we're not. You know what I'm saying? But Trump kept that. Even though he tried to kill it, he didn't. And it's still going on to this day, and it's helping people, the Affordable Care Act. And the economy that he left. You know what I'm saying? They did that. What happened with Trump, because people want to talk about the COVID, I talk about the Ebola, I talk about the swine flu, I talk about all those things that happened here in America, and we never had to shut down. Ever. Ever. We never had to shut down from that. We learned from the fucking, we learned from the flu back in the day, 1910 or something, on what to do. And they followed that protocol every time until COVID.
Mismanagement.
Right.
He didn't know how to manage it.
He didn't want to manage it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He didn't care,
care.
to manage it.
Just yourself a bleach.
Why would the top person who's of this land say that to anybody and not think that they're going to believe it? Or somebody, I ain't going to believe it, but it's people here that will believe that, bro. You the top of the, you have responsibility.
Exactly. That's what it's about. The responsibility you have sitting in that seat.
Please. It's not about this one thing I can say. And my thing is, I'm not giving no other president. I'm going to think like this. And I apologize if I do. You know what I'm saying? If this hurts some people. I don't think I think the last bad president to me, like super bad, like was Ronald Reagan. I think he was the last one. I ain't saying Bush didn't lie about 9/11 and all that. I ain't saying that. But as far as hurting the people that's here, like for you to bring drugs in there like that, you was a bad president. And don't nobody talk about that. Some people do, but I'm talking about as politics. This is a lot of people feel like Ronald Reagan is like one of the rawest presidents out there. But y'all don't talk about him bringing drugs and all that stuff into the country.
Buddy.
You know, that's bad. Barack, I think he was a moral president. Donald Trump, yeah. You know, we letting him do this. He just souping people up. He's not, you know, my thing with the government, you only get done bad if you let them. We proof of that. People that look like me, we are and more. If you was poor and now you're rich, you are proof of that. You are proof. You are, if the government really suppressing you, you can make it not be suppressive. You can. I'd rather have a democracy than a dictatorship. Period.
Yeah. Period.
I like this democracy. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm just being honest when it comes to the actual, if somebody came like, how do you feel about living in America? I would say I like living in America. I done been to other places, not under like living like per se Mofo Hari has, but I've been in, I done seen certain things, but I still I like it here. I do. You know what I'm saying? I love being who I am here. I love it. So is it things that we can do to make things better? Of course. But that's anywhere you go. Where is paradise? You tell me, please. Where you can live. Yeah. You tell me.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying. So when he talk about, if you really, to me, with this debate, man, it was a disappointment that the highlights was a queen having to shit on a person who is clearly not fit to be the representative of America.
That we need, yeah.
I'm just saying. Y'all, you can't even, this how hard I like Biden. Y'all talked about he was old. He stepped out. I think Trump should do the same.
I was wondering when you was going to get to that.
I'm just saying.
I've been waiting on you to say that.
I think that since Biden did that thing, now it's you. Now we talking about you being an old man. You sound really, I saw it, man, listen. It's easy for you to beat Biden when y'all both old. It's easy. Because I listened to that debate and I thought you won, even though I knew you was lying the whole time. And that's where we at right now. And that's crazy. That's nuts.
You say you got it. You grasping for straws, bro.
You grasping for straws, and then let me go here. And then we can, because I'm definitely finna go here. You grasping for straws in that situation. In this situation, it's a clear understanding who is more coherent, who's more qualified, who has more sense, and who has morals. You can tell by her record, even if you don't like what she's done, you can tell that she was a prosecutor, she was a circuit attorney, so she's on the...
So even if you don't like her qualifications, she's qualified.
She was a senator, so she fights for the people. You know, her constituents, don't get me wrong, because there's some things that Donald Trump, if he was a smart politician, could be outlining, because there's some things about her politics that I don't like. See what I'm saying? Now, I'm not, from the state that she come from, which you part of that, so I ain't treat you no different than any other politician. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I ain't gonna lie, I still ain't gonna vote for Trump. But at least if you would talk about that, I'd be like, hey, yeah, you right about that. You know what I'm saying? Because
throw me a bone. Give me something to say.
Let's be honest. All this, she ain't black and they eating cats and come on, bro. I ain't that stupid to fall for that.
Smoke and mirrors.
You done did tennis shoes. You done did Bibles with the commandments in it. That is a clear, as far as the land of the America, you're clearly shitting on them. They did. You can't mix those. Though that was part of the Constitution. State, religion is not part of the government. And my thing is, it works to this day. I done been around many denominations of every religion, like together. In the military, I was straight tripping off that, bro. It was one pastor for every religion.
Wow.
Hey, do I have any military? Did they get off? No, they still on.
Okay.
Do I got any military people on the line? Or no
Nah.
in the military? Okay. That tripped me out, y'all. It was one pastor for every religion in the military.
It's like that in British hospitals. I studied counseling for a while. They have preachers. They have one for every, like you said, in the NHS hospital.
What you talk to me about that, because that really opened my mind to like, okay, how can you do that? I'm just asking, like, how can you have one person preaching different religion? I'm talking about the Muslims.
No.
Seriously,
Like, wow.
One person
It
preached
can't be
all
done.
those?
all of them.
I thought it was one for one religion.
No, I'm
It's
talking
one
about
person
one
preached-
person.
Different.
That's a paycheck right there. That's knowledge right there. He's been paid for his knowledge.
Wow.
He's getting paid.
I'm like,
He's not worried about his faith.
whoa. And I'm looking like, okay, all right. They really are serious about separating the government from religion when you can do that.
Wow.
So, but hey, my thing is, man, I'm when it comes to whoever you vote for, I'm with whoever. If you vote for Trump, if that's how you feel, I have nothing against if that's who you want to run with and that's how you want to vote. You know, that's really what it is. Yeah, that's cool with me. I'm just trying to understand why. That's all. And I just want to know in an honest, like a logical sense on why. Because I feel like as far as America is today, it's way better than what it was when some of these people are talking about it. It's like they stuck in this zone where it's like it's a mental, like, man, what are you talking about? You are complaining, and I'm talking about white people also, like in the union. I'm in the union. Like, I'm in the union, I'm hearing them complaining, and I'm hearing them also talk about how great they live. And it's not making sense to me. Like, you know, I asked some questions like, okay, how your 401k looking? They start, you know, when you talk about these things, people get emotional. So they not lying. They going there like, yeah, man, I lost a lot during the COVID, not tripping off this Trump time. You know what I'm saying? And when they talking about it, but shit, I got it back now. I finally got it back. Oh, this during Biden time, right? Y'all not tripping off of people, but they complaining and voting for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing them, and I'm like, I'm still not understand. I think I understand when we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the dark side of people. People are they're more on the dark side. They too, how can you say it? The entitlement we talking about, a lot of people thinking these entitlements. We're not in 1900s no more, 1960s no more. So you shouldn't be tripping off racist shit no more. You shouldn't be tripping off skin color no more. You should not be. If you're thinking about that shit, you're retarded to me. And I'm sorry for saying
that's the tapping into the dark side you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. And my thing is, I understand empowerment of individuality. I get that. Don't get me wrong. Be who you are. But it should not be no type of... You can't look at Kamala and say that she's not qualified. You can't say that. If you say that, then you're not looking at what she has done, and you're not respecting it. And then if you are defending Donald Trump, who is a criminal, facts. Before he was president, facts.
That's facts.
I'm just saying, just facts. I'm not understanding these morals in your life. That's all I'm saying. You know, and that's it. But if that's who you want to vote for, I will not shame you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it is your right. It's your right to vote for whoever you want to vote for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I never, do your thug thizzle. But he lied about him losing. That's a lie.
Yeah.
It's voting registration people that sued Fox News. I don't know why people still listen to Fox News. They've been sued for almost, if it's not $1 billion, it was close to $1 billion. And they lost it. Wow. Because they lied. I'm just being, this is facts.
Facts.
This is not, dude, it was, a dude ran up into the Pizzagate. They thought the Pizzagate thing was real. They done ran up in this mug and pulled out strap. Dudes really thought this was going on. And when he got arrested, it came to his mind that it was all bull.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he straight admitted it. He's like, man, I thought it was like, and I get that, bro. I get it. If you feel like you like, man, this going on in my mother. Yeah, I feel that. Wouldn't you want to do that? He do it, and it's not that, because people are just spinning these lies and making it seem like it's real, and they're not real. Ain't no Haitians eating cats, y'all.
Wow. That's crazy.
They're not stealing geese. I mean, and let me rephrase. I gotta say another thing, and if y'all want to jump in, please do. Listen, people. Remember when Biden got in and everybody was shitting on him and boo-booing on him for getting out of Afghanistan the way he did? People didn't understand what that meant when he did that. They of course, ain't leaving something that you've been in for a while is going to always be messy. It's never going to be a clean takeaway, ever, period. You know what I'm saying? You can think it is, or act like it is, but it's not. So, but you know what that meant, though.
We ain't at war.
We ain't at war. Wow. I'm trying to think about when was it the time that we wasn't at war? Yeah, we talking about the Israel war and those not our wars. And I think Biden been doing that philosophy pretty dang good because he ain't had to send not one soldier over there yet. That's what politics supposed to be about. That's what I thought.
Makes sense.
I'm just saying.
Makes sense. We ain't at war.
Or we not at war. Oh, so what is the hubbub about? What are we afraid of? What's going on?
It seemed like they want the reverse of that. We should be. We got so used to being at war. Why you pull out?
Man. You know what I'm saying? I bet the National Guard happy. I bet a lot of Army military people are happy right now because they ain't in harm's way right now. Now, is there some that's ready to get out there and get it? Yeah. Yeah, but you
always gonna have that.
Yeah, just put them in training. Make them drill sergeants. You know what I'm saying? Make them go play fight. But when it's time to fight, they'll be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, that's what I be on, man. I'm just saying. I went to the military under when Barack went in. You know what I'm saying? And I was serving while Trump was in.
Oh, wow.
And it was, you know, it wasn't military-wise, man, it wasn't no change, but it seemed like it got worse when Trump got in. Like, people talk about Barack and you know, he did what he did for the transgender community. He did. I saw that. That was seen in the military, too. You know what I'm saying? And after that, when Trump got in, it was took out of the military. These are facts. Because I had to have a whole meeting about it. And people was angry. Soldiers, young soldiers was angry that we had to have a talk about him, her, they, and all that. They like, what does this have to do with the military? But I got it. I mean, I was older, so it's like, y'all not just getting what's going on. Like, this is America. You need to have an open mind to what's outside of what's in your family. Like, whatever you're going to do with your family, that's on y'all. That's something you have to start getting back in tune with yourself. Your family is your family, but your core family is at least. But outside of that, you got to deal with what's going on, or you going to be a mad mug all your life.
Every other election, huh?
You got to. If you can't, you're not going to stop nothing. This is evolution of life. Look where we came from. Look at it. You got to look at it. We came from a long way. Modern wise, all this. You know what I'm saying? Digital. We were just talking about 4 tracks early. Come on now. Look where we at now.
Analog to digital.
Right now, if we had these conversations, we wouldn't be able to have this. We talking to somebody from Jersey right now easily. You know, so these are different times, man, and we have to grow with it, and also stay in tune to what's true to us. Stay grounded, because just like Vex CMD said, man, the love part. I believe that's really missing. People don't understand what that really means. And the Teach Me song, man, that's why I say this episode is a round circle. You know what I'm saying? It's a round circle, man, and that's what's missing. Real, genuine love. Love for yourself. That's number one. And then love for your people, your culture. The self-awareness comes when you know what you don't do well. Like I know what I don't do well, and that's kind of cuddle people. I don't like saying shit more than once. You know what I'm saying? I know these things. I just know them, so I try to get around people that I don't have to do that to.
Understood, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Self-awareness.
I try. So these are the things, man, we just need to stay in tune to. And, man, don't give up on the American dream, man. Don't, first of all, it's all about the Most High in reality. So your blessing to be alive is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Woo! So remember that first. And then within this land, if you have bums that can live without complaining, shut the fuck up.
That's deep. That is definitely deep.
Again, man, before we get off, I think that's a good time to interject and let our peoples know we had our special guest Mofo Harry in this place, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, we also had Beck CMD, man, dropping them gems.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey,
it's a pleasure.
Hey,
pleasure.
Hey,
We appreciate you.
all day. Before we get off, man, let them know where they can find y'all at. And also whatever you got going on, just give us all the promotion. Just give it all. Whatever you got, give it to us.
All right, go ahead, Donna.
You can go first.
Well, you can check out my music, Vex CMD. I'm new content coming soon on YouTube. Vex CMD on Facebook. You can check out a lot of my old jams that's already up on YouTube as well. That I also worked with Donna as well. Check out the other track. Tell me where you want to go. That's another track you guys give it a spin.
Okay. No doubt.
Yep.
No doubt.
Well, you can catch me on mofohari.com. Mofo, MOFOHARI.com. A lot of my albums and work is on there. I've also got my poetry page on there as well. Okay. And also RadioZero.net. RadioZero.net, that's where all the shows are. If you go to the previous episodes, I'm live every Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. But the shows are up afterwards on the previous episodes tab, so you can download them or stream them. All 4.5 hours worth, 4 hours and 20 minutes. But I have them broken down into segments, so you can go, however long you can last for each segment. Yeah, and otherwise I'm on Facebook, Mofo Hari, or I think I'm on Mofo Hari or Donna H. Donna Mofo Hari on this one. Donna Mofo Hari, excuse me. I'm on Instagram, Mofo Hari. And a lot of my work, just Google Mofo Hari. You'll find quite a bit of my old stuff on there.
All right. Well, listen, I do have to ask you this question before we get off, because I wouldn't do myself no justice. What does the Mofo Hari mean? What does that mean?
Oh, okay. There's a story behind it.
Yeah, couldn't let you off without asking.
A lot of my earlier work was all sensual, romantic-y. Some would call it, beyond sensual, but I called it sensual. Okay.
Right.
And Chris Morrell said, "I noticed a lot of your stuff you write is very sensual." And I said, "Well, I just laughed and said, just call me Matahari. Just call me the Matahari or something like that." He started saying Mata, Mofo, Hari, something. It was like a really long thing that he called me, and we boiled it down to Mofo Hari instead of Matahari. It's Mofo Hari.
Okay, all right. That's what it do. Hey, we're about to get up out of here, man. We had a great interview. We appreciate y'all being on and dropping the gems. What I'm going to get out of that is the love, man. It does need to get back into the community, and it need to be shown and elevated in a different way. And you dropped that into us, so I'm gonna put it into my repertoire. Thank y'all.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man.
No doubt.
Philosophy with the council.
All day. We'll see y'all in a minute, y'all. All love.
Yeah.
Peace.
John Dummy make the beat and I'm gon' kill it.
Look like it's about to be another one of those. One of those again. You know that? Yeah. Oh yeah. Real niggas don't speak, we just handle biz. If I say that it's up, then you know it is. From the show me, let me show you what a nigga about. I ain't in it for the fame and I ain't chasing clout. I'm a self-made nigga till they bury me. Lame nigga cornball and I'm sucker free. And these bitches, they can't get a thing for me. Let me show you how I move, gotta keep it P. I keep on winning our shows, nigga, that's for sure. Blowing gas, getting thrown, nigga on the road. Gotta get to the bag, fool, let's run it up. Some people say I did too much, but I ain't done enough. Some niggas hating, bitches choose, it's an everyday thing. On a mission out to get it, and I let my nuts hang. I'ma say what I feel, and I do what I like. Turned up, daily nigga, going hard all night. You damn right. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be girl. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Every time we ride, yeah, we do it big. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be down. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Big stepper, I don't never trip off a small shit. Turned up with the gang in my lane, every day we lit. Niggas like to bump they fucking gums like these bitches do. Till real niggas in your face and now you short boots. So true that I do anything I want to. Kill the gang, fuck you lanes, fly it in the bird too. Down on 55, I'm doing 100 in the fast lane. Trying to get to the north side to get this bag, man. Seen this little bad thing, real badass, man. Asked to do she like niggas, asked if she chasing fame. I ain't really trying to clutch, maybe we can have some lunch. Later on I beat it up, baby, is you D or what? Nigga, fuck this small talk, gotta go and get this money. All I know is stay 100, never let them take it from me. Riding dirty, never legal, soaring high like an eagle. Doing it big with my people, my son gon' be a secret, bitch. We do it big, turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be girl. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Every time we ride, yeah, we do it big. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be down. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Shout out to my nigga.
John Dummy make the beat and I'm gon' kill it.
You know that?